In this video, I'll be talking about cell references. Now this will go hand in hand with the formula tab, so follow along with me with the workbook that I've provided for you. Now here in the formula tab and in the cell reference section, you'll see a table. We have the references, we have a little contribution made of sort of business deal, and down here we have our contribution, so each savings that will be growing throughout. So starting with the references, we have our relative cell references, which is just the row and the column, just like how you have here. So if I click on D8, you have D8. Very simple, right? Well, now we have the absolute cell reference. Now the absolute cell reference helps with formulas. Now as you see here in my little business proposition, or my business growth, sorry, I started with an initial investment of $5,000 and I did it at 3%. So every year I gain 3%. Now if you go into the formulas tab and you go up to the formula auditing and click show formula, you will see the formula in which I have enabled each year to go by. Now let me show you how I got there by deleting all of this and showing you how you can get to that same step. So for my equation for 2017, I have an initial investment of $5,000. So this equation will be done by order of operation. So there's a lot of brackets and BEDMAS involved in it. So what I'm first going to do is I'm going to put bracket 5,000 or the cell number, so it'll be D9 times, and now I'm going to do another bracket because this is where order of operation comes in. We're going to do 1 plus and our income growth. So we have it at 3%, and I'm going to close that bracket and close the whole equation. So now my equation is equals cell D9, which is $5,000, plus times 1 plus C16, which is 3%, and I'm going to click enter, and that is how much I grew within from 2016 to 2017. So now if you see, usually like how we did the pattern in the first getting started at the beginning of this course, I was able to let Excel do all the work for me and input the rest of the months. But here is not the same. So if we drag this out, say to 2023, you'll see that it's not the same. Now this is a problem because that's not what we want. What we have to do is we have to click on show formula, go back to our 2017 equation, and what we have to do, we have to input $signs before C and after C. So this is the absolute cell reference. So this will be embedded within the equation just like the 5,000 is. So now that I've changed my formula, it's still the exact same product that we had, but watch what's going to happen now that we embedded the right formula. You'll see that Excel is doing all the work for me now. So now I don't have to enter each formula manually because it's already embedded so that it'll keep going by itself. So as you keep going, it will keep going by itself as well. So now we have all of our investments up until 2034, and we see how much more we make. And as you see in our medium risk, we have another equation which I've already inputted, but I will go over again. So for our medium risk, we have cell C10 times 1 plus C17, our savings, and then we close the operation and we add D9. Now the only two that are fixed here is our initial and our savings contribution. Watch what happens when we go over to the next cell. The only cell that is fixed within this equation is our savings. And as you see, it is highlighted in red. Now if we drag our equation over, you'll see what happens next. So now we have it as D10 times 1 plus C17, which is our savings again, plus E9. So this is E9. So it's actually adding on to what we invested in and what we got back in 2017. So if you take off the show formula, you'll see how much we actually made in 2017. And again, you can keep going all the way till the end. And you'll see how much you actually do make and how much you get back by 2034 at the same rate of the income growth and the savings. Stay tuned, as next we'll be looking at how to use printing tools.